Cultural Meet is an annual tournament amongst all IITs of all performing and non-performing arts. It is based on the lines of Inter IIT Sports Meet, and the third edition is being hosted by IIT Roorkee. And now that we have also won the bid to host the next Tech Meet, the next 2018, 19 and 20 will be very special for our campus, because we'll be hosting 3 consecutive Inter IIT Meets, and the Inter IIT Cultural Meet, which is about to begin in 4 days, will be the first time that more than 20 IITs, in fact all 23 IITs, will be visiting our campus. The last time we had these many IITs in the campus was back in 2012 Sports Meet, when there were barely 15-16 IITs, right? So technically, this is a historic moment. Okay, so the expected footfall is around 20 to 100 students. Messing will be taken care by CCB, and the messing will be arranged in Ravindra Lounge and Govind Lounge. Also, the accommodation is in the new hostel in Vigyan Kunj, where we have reserved one wing for female students and 4 other wings for male students. And if we face any shortage of accommodation, we have nearly the entire institute is booked for this event. Visitor rooms across all hostels, guest rooms across all hostels, empty rooms in all married hostels. So we'll be able to accommodate everyone very, very easily. In the previous editions, there have only been 2 previous editions. So in last year in Kanpur, the bedding was not up to the mark, because it gets cold in Kanpur and it gets colder in Roorkee. So the first thing that we have taken care of is to provide quilt, razai to every participant. The second thing is hot water facility. Now, although not many people will take a bath in these 4 days, but as the hosts, as the organizers, we should put in everything that we can to make to make this experience one of the best experiences in terms of Inter IIT Cultural Meet. So what we have done is we tried to expedite the process of installation of geysers in the new hostel, and we have installed geysers in the new hostels. So, well, I don't think bucket will be necessary, because we have hot showers in new hostels, and now that we have hot showers, I'm pretty sure the ranking of IIT Roorkee is going to increase 2-fold. So we'll be in the top 100 institutes in the world. We have hot showers. So, and third thing is water facility. So we'll have campers and water bottles in the hostels, because we don't have water coolers yet. So we'll provide the water campers in the new hostel. So and all the rest of the sanitation facilities are also there. The usual ones, soap, etc. All of that are there. Major challenges. Well, every challenge has been major, in my opinion. I think there were 2 kinds of challenges. One kind of challenge is trying to get this thing. I don't know how to phrase it. I mean, what I think is, in the campus, and not just IIT Roorkee, but across all the campuses, across all the IITs, there has been, I mean, before this edition, there has been some lack of, let's say, I don't think motivation is the right word, but enthusiasm maybe. Yeah, lack of enthusiasm, and there are many reasons for this. But one of the main reason for is that Inter IIT Cultural Meet is student run, right? I mean, till date it is student run, which is why the administration of all the IITs, they are not actively involved in this. So when you go ahead and forward the proposal that we are going to host this meet, the the first impression that they have is that this is just another student run thing, and it took us like at least 2-3 months to get them to realize the magnitude of this thing, and get them to realize that this is a very serious thing, that students in cultural communities, in cultural clubs, in cultural societies across all the IITs pursue very seriously. They take this very seriously, and that the scale of participation and the diversity in people who will be participating in this thing, that is huge. So the first set of challenges were the administrative challenges. The second set of challenges that we faced were to when we started out with this meet, what we wanted was to make this meet, to hold this meet at such a level that when we go for an official recognition of this meet in the directors meeting, or if we forward an official proposal to MHRD, we have some very solid points to make. We have some very solid points as to how this meet is probably the largest cultural tournament in the country, and we put in a lot of efforts in that side. So these were two set of challenges, and I think administrative challenges, everyone who tries to organize any fest or anything is aware of the administrative challenges. And the second set of challenges, I'll describe those challenges in brief. Okay. So the first thing that we tried was to involve as many government organizations as possible. So we approached the Apex Academies for Performing Arts or Fine Arts. The Apex Academy for Performing Arts in India is Sangeet Natak Academy. We went there, we took our proposal, we held several meetings with them, and this effort was fruitful. Sangeet Natak Academy finally decided to associate with us. They decided to sponsor an event here, and they decided to lend their logo to the Inter IIT Cultural Meet. From now on, hopefully Inter IIT Cultural Meet will always have the patronage of Sangeet Natak Academy. The second one, and which I'm very proud of, is that this time Inter IIT Cultural Meet will be telecast live on Doordarshan Uttar Pradesh and All India Radio. So which is probably I don't think we can increase the scale of this event any more than that. So that was the second thing. We held meetings with All India Radio Director Shri F. Shahryar, and a big credit for this goes to Parth, who decided that we should put in efforts towards this. Then we also approached all the cultural ministries of Uttarakhand, of Delhi. So a lot of efforts was put in this particular area to make this meet as big as we can. So, I mean, these were the challenges where we were successful. We were able to tackle these challenges. We were able to overcome these challenges. There were a host of other challenges where we failed, but you won't know them. Well, the first emergency is obviously if one of our judges is not able to catch his or her flight. That's our first emergency. The second emergency, I mean, this is not, it's not much probable, it's not very probable, but the realistic emergency that we hopefully won't face is that the judges are delayed for the event. It's a very realistic thing because in the last week of December the fog conditions are very heavy, and almost every other flight is cancelled. So that is one thing, which is why in order to prepare for this, we tried to get all our judges a day before the scheduled event. So hopefully this won't be a problem. The other thing is the rest of the things are technical. For example, electricity issues during the event. For example, OPGen has had electricity issues for a number of years. So we have some contingency plans in place if anything goes wrong in Mac. So we have contingency plans in place for all kind of technical difficulties that we might face, and the rest will be taken care by the events team as usual. So there are, I don't think. Well, entertainment of the participants. We are providing them food, so that's one thing, because we were not provided food in Kanpur. We are providing them 12 meals, which includes chicken and tandoori roti every day. So that's one good thing. Yeah, so non-competitive activities. So we have a Sufi night on 27th. So we decided to go with some classical thing, because that can be enjoyed by all the faculties who are coming, and also the faculties and staff and all the other guests will be staying in the institute. I mean, Sufi can be enjoyed by people from all age bands. Uh, Second is we'll be having a stand-up comedian on day 2, which is 28th, and he'll also judge the stand-up comedy event, and after the event he'll perform for, let's say, 30-45 minutes. And we have two more things planned, which will reveal as soon as they are finalized. When I started with this thing, when I came back from Kanpur last year, uh, the first thing that I had in mind is हम तो इससे बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. आई डोंट नो व्हाई आई थॉट दैट, बट सबसे पहला ख्याल दिमाग में आया था कि वी कैन डू अ लॉट बेटर दैन दिस, ठीक है. एंड दैट वाज द फर्स्ट रीज़न दैट आई हैड इन माइंड, क्योंकि one thing that has always bugged me is I consider science, art, sports, all these things are distinct human endeavors, right? मतलब जितना मेहनत किसी एक आर्टिस्ट को एक परफॉर्मेंस क्रिएट करने में, एक परफॉर्मेंस स्टेज पे लाने में लगता है, उतना ही एफर्ट जो है किसी एक एथलीट को अपनी फिजिकलिटी मेंटेन करने में और एक कम्पिटिटिव लेवल तक पहुंचने में लगता है, ठीक है. अगर स्पोर्ट्स में आपको कंटिन्यूसली मेहनत करना पड़ता है, एक आर्टिस्ट को भी कंटिन्यूसली मेहनत करना पड़ता है. बिना रिहर्सल्स के, बिना मेहनत के एक अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस क्रिएट नहीं होता, ठीक है. सो व्हाट ऑलवेज बग्ड मी इज़, अगर एक इंस्टीट्यूट, कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूट हो, वो अगर स्पोर्ट्स पे इतना खर्चा कर रहा है, तो उसे आर्ट्स पे भी, उसे हर तरह की कला में उतना ही खर्चा करना चाहिए. उतना ही नहीं, मतलब सफिशिएंट खर्चा करना चाहिए कि अगर कोई है इंस्टीट्यूट में, इफ़ समवन वांट्स टू परस्यू समथिंग, अगर किसी को फिल्म मेकिंग में इंटरेस्ट है, ही शुड हैव एक्सेस टू फिल्म मेकिंग फैसिलिटीज़. अगर किसी को डांस के कंपटीशन में पार्ट लेना है, ही शुड हैव एक्सेस टू ऑल द थिंग्स, ठीक है. सो वन ऑफ द रीज़न why I wanted Inter IIT Cultural Meet to be held in IIT Roorkee is that the cultural council, the sections of this cultural council, the people who are part of the cultural council and in the institute, everyone in this institute is in dire need of exposure, ठीक है. जो हम बहुत बार ये बोलते रहते हैं कि रुड़की के पास एक्सपोजर नहीं है, हर तरह का एक्सपोजर नहीं है, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, सिटी नहीं है, ठीक है. तो पर इस चीज़ को टैकल करने के लिए ज़्यादा एफर्ट कोई मारता है नहीं, ठीक है. हम हर जगह बोलते हैं हमारे पास एक्सपोजर नहीं है, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, सिटी नहीं है. तो सिटी नहीं है तो भैया सिटी में जो लोग रहते हैं वो यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे ना, पैसा दोगे तो, ठीक है. सो वन ऑफ द रीजन्स व्हाई आई वांटेड दिस मीट टू बी हेल्ड इन रुड़की इज I want people to realize कि we can hold professional tournaments not just in sports but in every field. Roorkee is very capable. Our institute is very capable. We have a long-standing history of excellence here. मतलब काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें दिमाग में चल रही हैं. दिक्कत पता है इस इंस्टीट्यूट से क्या है? इस इंस्टीट्यूट में लोग जो हैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा जो हैं सेल्फ सेंटर्ड हो गए हैं, ठीक है. पहले से ज़्यादा सेल्फ सेंटर्ड नहीं थे. ये चेंज तब से आया है जब से टेक में पैसा आया है, ठीक है, एंड आई कैन ट्रेस इट एग्जैक्टली बैक टू लेट्स से 2013 2014, ठीक है। अभी क्या होता है, इंस्टीट्यूट में कोई बंदा होता है, ठीक है, उसको ये लगता है, ये बहुत जनरल इंस्टीट्यूट में वो है, क्या कहते हैं, एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू या एक सोचने का तरीका है, कुछ भी कह लें, कि कल्चरल काउंसिल में जो लोग हैं, टाइम बर्बाद कर रहे हो, क्यों टाइम बर्बाद कर रहे हो यार, क्यों नाचना है, क्यों गाना है भाई, क्यों नाटक करना है, काम कर लो, पढ़ लो, कुछ काम कर लो, हैकेथॉन में चले जाओ, कुछ कर लो। और वो दैट्स नॉट अ गुड वे टू अप्रोच एनीथिंग। जीने का तरीका ही वो गलत है। ऐसा नहीं होता कि कोई कहाँ पे कहीं पे कुछ करके वो टाइम बर्बाद कर रहा है आदमी, ऐसा नहीं होता। एंड मैं जितना टाइम इस इंस्टीट्यूट में काटा है, आई वॉन्टेड टू प्रूव दिस थिंग, ये नहीं है। इफ़ आई कैन विन इन कल्चरल मीट, आई कैन ऑल्सो विन इन टेक मीट, एंड आई वन इन बोथ ऑफ देम, ठीक है। दिस इज़ नॉट द वे टू अप्रोच एनीथिंग। और इससे सिर्फ जो है पूरा जो कल्चर है वो डिग्रेड होता है, हो रहा है। मतलब हम नहीं जीतते ना, हम कल्चरल मीट में क्या कुछ नहीं जीतते, क्योंकि ये 20-25 लोग हैं, 200 लोग हैं कल्चरल का, वो प्रिपेयर करता है, ठीक है। लोग बोलते हैं ऑडिशंस ओपन कर दो, ऑडिशंस ओपन कर दिया, कोई आता नहीं है, ठीक है, बैठा हुआ है वहाँ पे, कोई आ नहीं रहा ऑडिशन देने, तो क्या करोगे, ठीक है। ये बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है। तो वो इस वजह से होता है क्योंकि कुछ चीज़ों में वैलिडेशन थोड़ा लेट मिलता है, कुछ चीज़ों में वैलिडेशन जल्दी मिलता है। 24 आवर्स हैकेथॉन है, 24 घंटे में हैकेथॉन जीता, आदमी भगवान बन गया, ठीक है। यहाँ पे आदमी 2 महीना वो म्यूज़िक के लोग बेचारे ओरिजिनल कंपोजिशन बना रहे हैं, ठीक है, वो पूरे सेमेस्टर से लगे हुए हैं, तब जाके अभी कंपोजिशन बना है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे लौंडा लोग प्ले करता है, 2-2 महीना प्ले में लगा देता है, तब जाके प्ले होता है। वो 2 घंटे प्ले करते हैं, उसके बाद ख़त्म हो गया उसी वीडियो में, ठीक है। तो वहाँ पे वैलिडेशन लेट मिलता है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे वैलिडेशन बहुत जल्दी मिल जाता है, तो यहाँ पे लोग जल्दी खुश हो जाते हैं और फिर उसके पीछे भागने लगते हैं। वो चीज़ मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा गलत है, बट ये चीज़ रियलाइज़ करनी चाहिए हमको कि ये चीज़ ज़रूरी है, और ये क्यों ज़रूरी है पता नहीं, ज़रूरी है, ठीक है। पूरी आपकी खातिरदारी होगी और तो क्या है। आगे नहीं, वी हैव ट्राइड टू बी एज एकोमोडेटिंग, एज फ्रेंडली एंड एज अंडरस्टैंडिंग एज पॉसिबल सबके साथ जो है, while sticking to the rules. We have tried to be as accommodating as possible, which is what we'll do during the meet. So अच्छा, meet में एक तो what we tried is getting very good judges for this meet. So जितने भी judges आ रहे हैं, they are either very experienced in this field, they have 20, 30, 35, 40 years of experience in what they do. And a lot of judges are also from very recognized institutes. We have judges for theatre from National School of Drama, a lot of judges on National School of Drama. We have some literary judges from Sangeet Natak Academy. We have some very famous dancers. We have very famous quiz masters. So अपने लेवल पे हमने ये सारा ट्राई किया है कि the meet is as good as possible. मेरे दिमाग में ये था कि एक मीट तब अच्छा हो जाएगा when we जब 2 चीज़ बहुत अच्छी होंगी, एक तो द क्वालिटी ऑफ जजेस एंड द क्वालिटी ऑफ फैसिलिटीज़ दैट विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग टू द इनकमिंग टीम्स। सो क्योंकि वो टीम यहाँ पे मज़े करने तो आ नहीं रहा, वो यहाँ पे इन दी एंड कम्पीट करने आ रहा है, ठीक है। सो बट कंपटीशन के साथ मोटिव सीखना भी है, एट दी एंड कुछ पर्सनल ग्रोथ होना चाहिए, हर पार्टिसिपेंट का पर्सनल ग्रोथ होना चाहिए, ठीक है। सो हमने ये भी प्लान किया है कि हर इवेंट के बाद, सिंस हमने इतने अच्छे जजेस बुलाए हैं, हर पार्टिसिपेंट को जजेस के साथ इंटरेक्ट करने का मौका मिलना चाहिए, उसको ये समझने का मौका मिलना चाहिए कहाँ पे वो इम्प्रूव कर सकते थे। तो उसकी वजह से हर इवेंट के बाद इंटरेक्शन सेशंस भी प्लान्ड हैं। तो एक तो ये हो गया जजेस वाला, परफॉर्मेंस वाला, कंपटीशन वाला साइड, एंड द सेकेंड इज़ फैसिलिटीज़। तो फैसिलिटीज़ तो जैसे बात हो ही गई कि वी आर ट्राइंग टू गिव एवरीथिंग दैट वी कैन टू द इनकमिंग टीम्स। अच्छी खातिरदारी, अतिथि देवो भव।
And the competition, regarding the competition, like, is your team ready?
इस भाई वो तो निमय बगाड़िया बताएगा, मैं तो थोड़ी बताऊंगा भाई। जनरल सेक्रेटरी कल्चरल अफेयर्स बताएंगे वो तो, ठीक है। the performance of IITR contingent is none of my headache, ठीक है। I am responsible for 22 IITs, 23rd का भाई दूसरे आदमी बताएंगे, ठीक है। तो एक तो ये हो गया, ठीक है।